y'all. Hey. It's been a while. She back again. This is just some sporadic shit. I don't know. I can't even make no promises. But Abbott Elementary's back, so I'm back. And so we just gonna see how it goes. Anyways, welcome. My name is Jasmine Jones. I am a licensed clinical social worker. And this is my little channel that I like to call Black Girl Therapist in the Wild. And this is a little show I like to call Therapist Sips and Reviews. Today, we are reviewing, make sure I get the name of the episode right. We are reviewing Abbott Elementary, Season 3, Episode 1, Career Day, Parts 1 and 2. So it's a full, it was an hour-long episode on the television with commercials and stuff. But without the commercials, it's about like 43 minutes. And so, it's not so bad. But anyways, how y'all doing? We sipping on some, some juice and some liquor. That's what we're doing. If my teeth look funny, because I don't usually care how I look, but I don't want it to be like this obvious thing and then people talking shit. Anyways, I am in the process of getting veneers because I have this thing called hypoplasia that I've had since childhood. That's where you're born without enamel on some of your teeth. And so this is like something that's been a long time coming to finally be able to cover them shits up. I don't care. We did it, Mom. She always wanted me to get them. So we finally here. So these are the temporaries. If they look bulky or weird or, not necessarily attached to my gums properly, that's why. Because these are the temporaries while I wait for the actual veneers to get made. So please excuse if these look a little different. Anyways, so Janine and our gang is back at school. We've explained away the time period during the strike by saying that the camera crew got robbed while after hanging out with the gang after like a dinner or something, then they went out. And so basically they got robbed of their equipment for 5 months and had to save up money to get new equipment. So school has been going on. We are right where we need to be in the beginning of February and the beginning of the next school semester for the year. I don't know if they're going to end still at the end of the summer or at the end of the school semester, the spring semester, and then take a break for the summer, or if they're going to have a summer period episodes, or they probably would though. I would just restart. Like, why wouldn't you just like end at the end of the spring and then restart again in the fall like before? But whatever. Anyways, so we start off this episode. We're having career day. And the school district is here to talk to the teachers about, what career day looks like for them. And lo and behold, Janine is a part of the school district. So we're all like, what the fuck? Da-da-da. How is she a part of the school district? Da-da-da. And come to find out, we have to go 5 months back to when the crew got robbed of their equipment. And we find out that the school district came to the school and asked Janine, because she had so many good ideas when they did a presentation at the school. They asked Janine if she wanted to do a fellowship program with the school district, which is cool. This is a boost in her career. But, Janine's not good with change. She has spent the summer and, her time away getting to know herself more. So that's a positive. And so I'm glad that she's been working on her mental health, at least spending time with herself. She still hasn't mentioned a damn thing about therapy. And then Ava went to, what did she go to? She went to college and got a degree in education or whatever, so she can learn more about being a principal. And she happened to, utilize Harvard's campus internet. And I'm just like, okay, Ava. And now she's hoarding it over the school that she went to Harvard. And now she's a good principal. And now everyone has to do what she says. I just feel like this is just another avenue for her controllingness to express itself. Like, we know Ava's controlling. We know Ava only focuses on herself and her own needs. We know that she likes attention and she likes to be a leader and all this other stuff. And so, of course, she would take this and run with it and start implementing these stupid ass rules that nobody cares about, because that's her coping skill. Right. So anyways, Ava's like lording over the school as the refreshed, renewed, upgraded principal. And nobody likes it. She's taking away off-campus lunches. She's taking away free periods. She's making Barbara move her seats in her class. It's like a whole thing. And so anyways, while that's going on, Janine's just kind of walking around school trying to figure out like, oh, I don't know if I want to be take this fellowship program. But then the guy, Manny, I'm just like, are we doing a love triangle? Because he seems just, I don't even side-eyeing Gregory at this point, because the shit he did in this, I'm just like, Greg, what the fuck? No, because when you're handed something on a silver platter, that means that if you can't take it, that's something going on with you that you need to work on, because you know you like her the same too, and you bullshitting, you fucking around. So I don't even know how to look at Gregory right now. I want black love. I want them to be together. I want them to have little chocolate babies. But you know what? You know I like to throw in a love triangle, and the nigga always be messing shit up, and I'm tired. But anyway, before we get to that, so Manny is like intrigued by Janine and her ability to, you know, think of ideas and figure things out and take initiative and all this other stuff. So he tried to get her to do it, but she didn't want to at first. So she's like, oh no, I don't think I'll be able to do that because I would be missing school and my kids and all this other stuff. So then she goes around the school and starts getting advice from everybody. Jacob's a little jealous. He's like, why didn't he ask me? But, you know, he's still a good friend. He's like, oh, well, you know, but you need to take that. Blah, blah, blah. Barbara's like, you need to take that if you want it. And then, you know, so at the end of the day, she decides to take it. But she decides to take it after she goes out with Jacob and Gregory for lunch. And apparently, so the B-side of this is that everybody's trying to get Ava to go back to normal. They just want her to be the lackadaisical Ava that she used to be. So they try to get her some tickets to see Usher. They try to have Gregory go in there and objectify himself. She ain't biting. So finally, they get her to go to the gym, and then they play Back That Ass Up, and you know, she's on it. She's like, fuck all this shit. I'm about to be focused right back on my selfish self. I know, girl, like, we don't need your selfishness directed at actually being a principal. We just need you to know the basics of being a principal so you don't fuck up too bad. That's all. We don't need all of that selfishness directed at trying to control everybody else around you. Just focus on you. Just be selfish so you and be on Instagram all day and not pay attention like you were before. And then when we need you, just make sure you get your shit together enough to be there when we need you. That's all we need Ava to do. That's all we need, because she's not there enough to be able to step outside of herself enough on a consistent basis to lead like that. She's selfish. You know, and she's been through shit. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but she's not a leader. She's not a leader. She's not considerate of other people. Like, Janine is more of a leader than Ava. So anyways, they figure things out with Ava. They get her to get back to where she belongs so that they can have their shit back. And then Janine goes out to learn, and Ava has set all these cameras up outside the school and stuff. So we're going to like skip ahead a little bit, because I'm assuming that if you're watching this, you watched the episode already. So, you know, here we go. So apparently when Jacob and Gregory and Janine went out to lunch, after that happened, like the next day, Ava caught them on her little hidden camera that she put around the school and stuff. Janine confessed. She said, well, you know, because she had told Gregory the day before that she was thinking about joining the district and stuff and doing the fellowship, and Gregory looked like he felt a type of way, and she was just like, what's going on? And he was like, I'm gonna miss us talking through the wall, and I'm gonna miss you, bitch. And I'm just like, bitch, if you have the feelings, why are you not acting on the feelings? So anyways, like the next day, Janine goes to the class and she's like, well, you know, I was thinking about our conversation the other day while we was at lunch, and I think I still have feelings too, because she took time to sit and heal to a certain point where she can confess that and not feel all types of ways about confessing those things. Gregory ain't there yet. Gregory spent the summer with his dad, with the original person that traumatized him in the beginning anyways, that made him a people pleaser, made him question himself. He spent this whole entire summer with that nigga. So he's not where he needs to be, obviously, because he just is like, well, I thought, I really respected what you had said, and I thought we had put a period on that. I'm like, Gregory, everything you say and do says that you like this woman. See, I think he's just at a place where he doesn't, like I said in a previous video, like I think the last video for this season, for the second season, Gregory don't like himself, and Gregory don't think he deserved Janine. That's why he keep getting these women that don't even really like him, trying to do all these extra things outside of the box. They don't like him. He know they don't like him, but he trying to stretch himself beyond who he actually is to get to be with these women. Bitch, you with somebody that like Telfar bags and you got her a Lego flower set. You're self-sabotaging on purpose. That's what we're doing. So I get it, but it still pisses me the fuck off. Gregory Dearheart. It's one of them nice dudes. And I be having clients that be coming in talking about shit like this and be wondering, like, what should I do with this dude? Like, I like him and he's a decent human being, but he don't like himself enough to want to be with me. And I just be like, you can't stop your train for no nigga. He thought she left because he told her no, when it wasn't even about him. Because even if she got the district job, it's just because she ain't working in the school. We ain't kids, nigga. Like, I'll call you, you call me, we go eat, we hang out, we're adults. No, if she took that job, it was for herself. It ain't got shit to do with seeing your ass every day. It is what it is. So, we ain't stopping no train for no nigga. Like, I mean, it's sad. It is so sad that Gregory don't love himself enough. He don't. That's what it is. Because the way he reacted when she was talking to Manny, the way he reacted when she told him about the school district job, that whole litany of things he's going to miss about interacting with her at the school. Nigga, you like her too. You like her fucking too, bitch. You just don't like yourself enough, and you don't think you deserve somebody that is on your level. That's all it is. And it's sickening and it's sad, and these niggas need to get their shit together. I don't care because it's one thing, like Melissa, throughout this whole 2-part episode, she been like trying to tell the nigga she don't want to get married. He keep giving her hints and jokes and all this other stuff. She keep trying to tell him, I don't want to get married again. I don't want to be in that type of relationship. It's just who she that's how she feel. It ain't no like, oh, I'm scared of, and I don't know what's gonna happen. And maybe that's a part of it too. But at the end of the day, if that's what she wants, that's what she wants. She don't want to get married. She done told you a shit ton of times. So when they finally had a career day and the football player pop up and he had all these grand gestures when you heard her no. Did niggas just be doing this, love bombing and setting themselves up to be embarrassed and then trying to blame? In real life, he would have blamed her. In real life, niggas like that blame the women and they get mad because they embarrassed. And then maybe he probably wouldn't, because he don't seem like the type that is insecure enough like that. So maybe he probably wouldn't in real life, because he's not an insecure person. Not like that anyways. We all got our own insecurities, so I'm not going to say he's not, period. But not toxically to where he's projected onto other people, and it's their fault that he didn't have his way. So, like, she stood her ground. Like, I don't care if you got these people looking at me and shit, nigga, I don't want to get married. I told you that. Like, that's why I be telling dudes in particular, because I'm a heterosexual. We're going to talk about it from that situation, because the gay folks, they just be proposing to each other on accident and shit. They out here living their romantic dreams and stuff. For heterosexuals, no, I'm not proposing to no nigga. I'm not proposing to the patriarchy, okay? You represent the things that have harmed me, you are going to propose to me. So, I be telling niggas, you need to make sure you know what the woman you with won't. Because if she loves herself and she's not easily manipulated, she's going to tell you no if you do something in public like that, and she's going to embarrass you. So you need to know what she wants. If she's saying things to say that she doesn't want to get married, y'all haven't even had conversations about what your hopes and dreams are for the future, then don't, at the very least, don't do it in public, honey, because you ain't 100% sure. And a woman that loves herself and is not easily manipulated will say no to you and embarrass your ass. Don't do that to me, because, honey, if I don't love you like that, shit, I might try to lean down and whisper it in your ear. That's as much as I'm going to give you, because I don't want to embarrass nobody, but you should have been known. You should have been known, because you can't get married to somebody you don't know. You don't know what they want, who they are, how they are as a person. So, that's it. That's on him. It's like in that movie, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. She told Martin a bunch of times that she don't want to be played with. She told him she been hurt, and she told him if he wasn't serious, then he can go the fuck on. She gave him plenty of chances to leave. He didn't leave. She tried to kill him. You don't know what people gonna do if you keep crossing their boundaries and fuck them over. It ain't right that she tried to kill him, but that's why you shouldn't be crossing people's boundaries and fucking them over. It's up for grabs. I was watching, what was I watching? I've been binge watching American Monster on HBO Max, and there was this one episode. This dude had 5 kids, a loving wife at home. This dude cheating with this bitch at work, and then her husband popped him off. Like, I didn't feel bad for the dude. I was just like, well, you shouldn't have been cheating. Horrible bitch. Horrible. You shouldn't have been cheating. When you do nefarious shit, yeah, it may seem small in the beginning, but everything that is nefarious seems small in the beginning, like it's not a big deal. You don't know where that nefarious shit is going to lead to. It could just lead to this person just being a fuck boy, a fuck nigga, a fuck bitch for the rest of the duration of your interaction with them, or it could lead to you getting dead. You don't know. But all the red flags for all of them outcomes look the same in the beginning. That's why we don't ignore red flags, period. So anyways, he got himself embarrassed, and it was what it was. And I don't even think he was really embarrassed like that. I think his feelings were hurt, but he understood. She had to stand her ground. And even when she came back in the classroom, the football players were just like, yeah, I understand. You was a strong woman. You bold. You was able to stand your ground. That was hard, but you did it. And yeah, that's right. It was hard, but she did it. She don't want to get married. It is what it is. She wants what she wants. The heart wants what the heart wants. But it's just like, I just feel like with Janine and with Gregory isn't like Melissa. Gregory is giving hints that he wants more, because he does. But then when he's confronted with getting more, I respect your boundaries. I understand your situation. And so I put a period on. And it might just also be because, like I said multiple times, I think he's autistic. And so, like, some of those things are black and white. It's like, no, you said no, so I'm going to go with the no that you said, and I'm going to let it go. Okay, but like now I'm saying yes. So you still sticking with the no, even though I'm saying yes? Because she wasn't there yet. That doesn't mean that she meant forever, and you still single, she's still single. So of course she's going to try again. Like, why the fuck not? Like, that's why I think some of that is because he's autistic, and then some of that is because he doesn't think he's good enough for her. What you want me to say? He don't think he's good enough for her. He doesn't think that he doesn't love himself enough. He's a people pleaser, and it is what it is. And so, like, at the end of the episode, Janine and Gregory finally sit down and talk, because after the career day thing, after that was all over, because they was acting awkward and standoffish with each other and everything like that. After that was over, they sat down and talked, and they were just saying how they missed each other. And like Gregory thought she left because he said no and all this other stuff. And she was just like, no, like, I did that because I wanted to. Like, everything about you, nigga, like, what? So, like, I think it's also because he cares about her as a friend too. So it's not just like a sexual, intimate thing. Like, I have a crush on you. I also care about you as a friend. But isn't that how the best relationships start off? But it's like, fuck, why can't niggas be ready when you ready? Why can't niggas be ready when you... And it sucks because he was ready in the last episode of the last season. She wasn't ready. And now she ready. And that nigga ain't ready. I'm tired of these niggas. I'm exhausted. Oh, Lord. And if they try to put her with that nigga Manny, he too happy for me. I don't know. It's just something about it. It's just something about no, because I always like to equate that to the them people them people that work at Disneyland that like they it used to be like this. Now when I go to Disneyland, if they tired, they look tired. But it used to be that they had to walk around with smiles on their face and pretend to be happy and joyful the whole time they're working there. It gets up to like 102 degrees in that motherfucker. Okay? Probably more than that. You ain't gonna be happy working no 8 to 12 hour shift at some ride in 102 degrees all day. You ain't gonna be happy and cheesing all day, and that's gonna be real. That's bullshit. Ain't nobody, we're human beings. We have a myriad of emotions. We go through a myriad of feelings. That's bullshit. So that's how I learned that ain't nobody got one set emotion all the fucking time. Okay? So I don't trust Manny. And because I wanted to get with Gregory, even though Gregory got issues. I seen another black man. Damn, the fuck? But I don't trust Manny. I don't trust him. I don't trust that he ain't had no scene where he had any fluctuation in his emotions but happy. I don't trust it. So I hope he's just maybe that's why they not giving him no depth of character, because he's just a background character and he ain't gonna come back on here like that again. Like that one little TA girl that was off the Netflix show and shit. She didn't come back again because she went back to the Netflix show or whatever the fuck she doing. So I'm hoping that's the same with this Manny person, because he needs to go. Because if you bait and switched me, I don't care about the rest of y'all niggas, me. No, because that's why I stopped watching Saltburn. Whoever has watched Saltburn, there is a part in the middle of that movie where you are realizing that this nigga's been lying the whole fucking time. And I be catching motherfuckers, okay? I be knowing when niggas lying. I believe that motherfucker the whole time. Bump all the gross shit that happened in Saltburn. Bump all of that. I watch gory shit all the time. I be listening to gory books on tape and shit like that. That ain't no big deal. I just look away until the scene was over. But, nah, nigga, you made me believe some shit. I thought it was the truth because you are a good motherfucking actor. And come to find out, that shit was a whole lie. The whole personification of who I thought you were was a fucking lie, and I feel triggered. Haven't watched that movie since. That was 2 months ago. Got halfway through, and I was just like, are they going where I think they're going? Are they? Is that? Oh, no. Oh, you bitch. I was like, this nigga is an actor. I'll get back to it eventually. I will. But I don't like that. Don't bait and switch me. Don't make me think one thing and it's another thing and I truly do believe it and then it's not the truth. No, nigga. Don't do that, because I don't like Manny. Manny's too happy. He ain't got no other fluctuation of emotions, no depth of emotions at all, no feelings, nothing. And I just don't like it. I don't like that they're like super happy together. I like the chemistry that she has with Gregory. Gregory's awkward and weird and all this other stuff, but he's focused and he listens and he's understanding and he remembers shit and all this other stuff. And Janine's like this little firecracker, just jumping all over the place. And Gregory's the grounded one. He keeps her grounded. That's how it's supposed to be. We can't have two fire. If you show these niggas together, both chit-chattering like fucking chipmunks in love, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be bothered. Why are we chit-chattering like chipmunks in love? Oh, it's going to be so annoying. It is. It's one thing in real life when you encounter people like that, like couples like that, they're just super hyper and happy all the fucking time. And then you can choose not to be around them like that on a regular basis. But to have to like a show and then watch them be like that on the show on a regular girl, I'm not doing that. I refuse. Manny can't be that happy all the time. Maybe they're going to give him more depth, more care. I don't care. I don't want him on the show. Get him off the fucking... Make it so he doesn't speak. But anyways, this is a pretty interesting start to the season. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm side-eyeing Gregory now because I'm just like, oh, This nigga got mental health issues that are deep. They're deep. Because Gregory is still they're both still beholden to their abuse. No, because Janine is learning how. No. Okay, because I was going to say, well, Gregory's still around his abuser sometime and Janine isn't. But then I was like, well, yeah, sometimes she talks to her mom, though. Her mom needs things sometimes. But then I was like, last season, they showed Janine starting to set boundaries with her mom. So now I'm just like, okay, so Janine has spent some time to herself. She started setting boundaries with her mom, and she's starting to get away from that toxicity. We ain't seen Gregory do none of that. And he spent 3 months with that nigga repaving the Orioles field or whatever the fuck they call. The trauma he had to re-experience being told what to do by that nigga. Yeah, he's sick, y'all. He traumatized and shit. We ain't even got into it yet. We don't even know what's going on with this nigga. But we know he got gold handed to him on a silver platter, and he turned that the fuck down. And I'm just, he ain't ready yet. It's okay. She wasn't ready when he was ready. Neither of them was ready when he was ready, though, because he was still going through some shit. But now she ready. Now she ready, and you ain't ready, nigga, because you put a period on a bitch. I wish I would pull my heart out to a nigga and he said, I put a period on that. I took you seriously. I respect you. I mean, she respected what he had to say. Like, she even told him when he was like, I thought you left because of, I said no. And she was just like, no, like, I respected you and what you had to say. I understood, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I was just like, I know you did, girl. Mm-hmm. That look on your face when you turned around, what Ava was talking about, that didn't seem like you understood, but go off, sis. One honorable mention, though, is Mr. Johnson has lived a life. I don't know if half the shit he said was true, but he can spin a yarn. Yes, he can. He can spin a yarn, and he should write some books and make millions off of them books, because he has lived a life from Sicily to the Senate. He has lived a life. Whether it's real or fake, it's captivating. And hurrah, sir. Good for you. So yeah, that's what we have for now. Don't know what we're going to have up next. Not going to make any promises this time because it's disappointing, because sometimes I just be falling off and shit because niggas just be falling off. I have been doing more photography on my Instagram, so I'll put my Instagram on this wherever situation side and down in the description, and you can come and have a peek and see my self-portraits and things and how I make myself feel beautiful on a regular basis. So if you want to catch up with my life and how I've been doing, you can check out my Instagram. And you can't comment unless you follow me, because I don't have the emotional stability to have random people follow me and then start commenting shit on my stuff. That's not okay, because that's my peaceful place, and I'm gonna keep it peaceful. I know it is. YouTube, you can comment whatever the fuck you want to. I barely be looking at them shit sometimes and shit. I took a whole break for like 6-7 months and shit, so I don't really give a fuck about that like that. But yeah, Instagram, that's my photography, is my real art. That's my foundation, and so I can't be having niggas coming on there saying whatever the fuck they want to say on my art. But you can look, and if you like it, you can like it. If you want to follow, you want to follow. And if you seem like a decent enough person that's not going to be saying some bullshit on my page, I might even follow you back. But this is an honest space, and I'm going to speak from my honest self. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry. If you don't like my inconsistencies, I am sorry. If this shit was paying me an extra $5,000 or $6,000 a month to supplement my income, then you'd probably see a more consistent, me. But a bitch needed to take a break, so that's it. It is what it is. I hope you enjoyed this little interlude, this little review situation of Abbott Elementary. I will keep up with these episodes. I told myself at some point during a few months ago I was going to come back when Abbott Elementary, as soon as they said they was coming back February 7th, I was like, okay, I'm going to come back February 7th because Abbott Elementary has been the going thing, and that'll give me the momentum to want to do other things. Might even do The Color Purple, but I mean, it's not that hard to decipher The Color Purple. It's abuse, it's trauma, it's black women pain, and some joy after the pain. Saw the musical too. It was just like, oh, look, if they singing about getting raped. They didn't sing about getting raped. It's just, that's what I was envisioning. I mean, she did sing about being in chains, though. Like, you basically was singing about being a rape girl. Like, I don't need that. Can we go to Narnia? When can the black... I thought we was going to have something with the magical Negroes thing, but no, that light-skinned mixed man said, we going to have a mixed trope of us glorifying white people as black people. And I don't know why David Allen Greer signed up for that, but I think he's married to a white woman, so maybe that's why. I don't fucking know. But I'm not watching that shit. And if I do watch it and I do review it, know that I watched it online for free. I'm saying it loud and proudly. I did not pay money for that shit. So if you see a review of the Magical Negro movie pop up on this motherfucker, it's because I watched it for free 99. I'm not giving my money to that. I don't even want to give my time to that. So I'm going to have to be really inebriated and really just bored out of my mind and curious. And that's the only reason you will see a review for that fucking shit. Anyways, like I said, I do hope you enjoyed. I hope you were enlightened. And if you are a person, I'll just say a person like Gregory, who just has been through so much trauma and made to feel less than and made to feel like you don't deserve good things, please go to therapy. Because especially if you're not a manipulative or hurtful person and you just sitting up here thinking that you're a horrible person and you haven't even really done anything to anybody, please go to therapy so that you can open yourself up to the good things in life and the good people that want to be in your life. And you can believe that and you can start to learn how to believe that these people actually care about you and that you're actually a good person and you're not doing anything to hurt anybody. Because there are people out here waiting in the wings to be all up under you and you just walled them off, and that's not okay because you're missing out on happiness. Like I always say, when God sends me my husband, I know me. My husband is going to be a decent person because I'm not going to let anybody in my life that's not decent. But I'm not going to believe nan shit he says. I don't care. I've been around too many bad niggas. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend that I believe it because I'm going to just go along with the pattern. I'm going to pretend, fake it till you make it. And then I'm going to go back to therapy. Because I'm done with therapy. But no, that's the type of shit you go back to therapy for. So you don't mess it up and self-sabotage and start going through niggas' phones and questioning them when they're not doing anything. And then you're alone again. And you missed out on probably one of the last few chances you had to actually have a husband and a children with that nigga. So yeah, you got to know yourself enough to know that you may not be able to handle goodness. Just like in the beginning when Manny was giving Janine all them compliments. She's not good with that. That's why she was making the faces like, oh, positive reinforcement. What the fuck is this? From a stranger? Oh, yeah, you're not used to it. That's the next part in healing though. Once you get all the trauma out and gone, now you have to relearn people and how to people and that there's good people and what the signs are to let you know when people are good people, especially if they're going to be a significant other. So yeah, that's the next part of healing. And a lot of people a lot of people ruin that shit because they self-sabotage and they got a good person and then they fucked it up. So I'm not going to just not be with somebody. I'm just going to take my ass back to therapy. That's all you do. Just go back to therapy. And every time I have a question or I'm overwhelmed or some shit and I know there's no evidence to support this overwhelmingness, I'm just going to talk to my therapist about it. Maybe occasionally talk to the nigga about it. I made up some shit in my head the other day about what you was doing and I thought you was lying and shit, but really you weren't. And so, I just want to let you know that I had that moment, but I got past it. Look at me growth. And then because I'm going to pick a decent nigga, he going to high five me and we going to go growth together. Yes. Put both hands in and be like, 1, 2, 3, growth. Yes. Growth. So, don't ruin shit and let the good people into your life so you're not alone forever, even if it's just friendships, because Gregory deserves love. Gregory deserves friendship, but most of all, Gregory deserves to love himself, and he needs to learn how to do that real quick before he ends up alone forever for no fucking reason at all, but for the sake of passing down generational trauma from his dad. That's it. That's the leftovers. That's what he's feeling. It's his dad's trauma, and he needs to go get help for that. I bet you if he hadn't worked all summer with that nigga, he might have more likely been able to say yes. And then they would have been together by now. But whatever, girl. I hope you enjoyed this little, interlude, this little review. And check back in, like, share, subscribe, all the things. And check out my Instagram. And yeah, later days.